Listen, man, no one's gonna tell you this, but I will. There's a moment in every man's life where something shifts. You don't hear it, you don't see it right away, but you feel it in your gut. It's the moment a woman knows she's lost you. And in that moment, everything changes. The tone of her voice, the way she looks at you, the way she acts when you're near. She may not say it out loud, but you'll see it written in her body language, in the way she tries, or doesn't try, to reach for you anymore. And here's the truth, man. How she treats you when she knows she's lost you is the most revealing mirror you'll ever stand in front of. Because it doesn't just show you who she really is, it shows you who you are. It tests your self-control, your emotional discipline, and whether you're a man who bends to old patterns or a man who has finally stepped into his own power. Some women, when they feel you slipping away, will panic. They'll try to drag you back, not out of love, but out of fear. Fear of losing the attention they've grown addicted to. Fear of realizing that you've broken free from the spell they once held over you. They'll suddenly flood your phone with messages. They'll call late at night. They'll act like they miss you deeply. But listen carefully, they don't miss you. They miss the version of themselves that felt validated because you were always there. Others will go cold. They'll act like you don't exist, like they never knew you. This isn't strength, it's pride, it's a defense mechanism. They know they lost you, and instead of admitting the wound, they cover it with ice. They pretend they don't care, but behind closed doors, they replay every conversation, every mistake, every moment they let their ego get in the way of something real. And then there are the ones who suddenly become soft again. They'll treat you kindly, speak to you with sweetness, as if they remembered what they had. But here's the brutal truth. Most of the time, this isn't real love resurfacing. It's desperation. It's the last attempt to pull you back into orbit before you drift too far. It's not about you. It's about them. But here's where most men fail. They mistake these reactions for love. They see the panic, the coldness, the sudden kindness, and they think it means something deeper. They think it means she cares, that she finally understands, that she's ready to change. And in that moment of weakness, they let their guard down. They go back. They fall into the same cycle that broke them before. And that's why I'm talking to you now, man. Because you need to understand, when a woman treats you differently after she realizes she's lost you, it's not about love. It's about psychology. It's about ego. It's about fear. Love doesn't switch on and off like that. Real love doesn't disappear when you're no longer convenient. What you're seeing isn't love, it's reaction. And if you can't tell the difference, you'll spend your life being pulled around by emotions that were never real. This is where masculine self-control comes in. This is where you need to step back, detach, and see the situation for what it truly is. Because her behavior in that moment is a test. Not a test she created, but a test life placed in front of you. Are you strong enough to walk away? Are you disciplined enough to stay detached when your emotions want to drag you back? Let me tell you something most men never hear. When she knows she's lost you, she will test you harder than ever before. She will use everything she has, your memories, your shared history, even your weaknesses, to try and pull you back in. And if you're not careful, you'll mistake that for a second chance. But it's not. It's a trap. Because nothing has truly changed. The foundation is still cracked, the cycle is still there, and the only way to break it is to step out of it completely. Now listen, man, I know what you're feeling. The pain of being discarded, the confusion of mixed signals, the temptation to go back when she shows you even the smallest sign of softness. I know how heavy that weight feels, but you have to remember, a man's strength is measured not in how much he can lift, but in how much he can resist. Self-control isn't about denying yourself pleasure. It's about denying yourself the poison that looks like pleasure in the moment, but destroys you in the long run. When she knows she's lost you, she might try to provoke you. She might flaunt someone new. She might post things to make you jealous. She might try to twist the knife in your heart. And here's the part that stings. She's not doing it because she's happy. She's doing it because she wants to know she still has power over you. She wants to see if you'll react. because your reaction tells her she still matters in your world, and the only way to win is not to play. Silence, detachment, that's your weapon, that's your strength. And when you hold that line, something shifts again. She realizes she no longer controls you. That's when she feels the true weight of losing you. Not when you fight, not when you argue, not when you beg, but when you go silent, when you detach, when you become untouchable. That's when she finally understands what she lost. But let me be clear, man, this isn't about revenge. This isn't about making her suffer. This is about you reclaiming your strength. Because when you master this discipline, you stop being a victim of her emotions. You stop being dragged around by her reactions. You become grounded, unshakable, centered in yourself. And that's the kind of man no one can play with. Understand this. The way she treats you when she knows she's lost you isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of yours. It's the moment you decide who you are. Are you a man who chases what slipped away? Or are you a man who walks forward with strength, knowing that what's behind you can no longer define you? And here's the paradox. When you stop chasing, when you stop reacting, when you stand firm in your detachment, that's when she feels the full gravity of losing you. That's when the panic sets in. That's when she might come running back, promising change, promising love, promising things she never gave before. And you'll have to make a choice. Do you believe the words or do you believe the patterns? Because words are easy. Patterns are the truth. The man who falls for words gets trapped again. The man who studies patterns breaks free forever. And freedom, man, that's the real prize. Not her, not her attention, not her validation. Freedom. Freedom from the cycle. Freedom from the games. Freedom from the emotional roller coaster that keeps you weak, distracted, and lost. So the next time you notice the shift, the next time you feel that moment when she knows she's lost you, pay attention. Watch closely. See how she treats you. Not because you need her reaction to validate you, but because her reaction will teach you more about human nature than any book ever could. It will show you the power of detachment. It will show you the strength of silence. It will show you that, in the end, control doesn't belong to the one who screams the loudest, but to the one who stays still, centered, and unshaken. And maybe she'll realize too late what she lost. Maybe she won't, but that doesn't matter anymore. Because this story was never about her. It was about you. It was about whether you would learn the lesson life was trying to teach you. And if you hold your ground, if you stay detached, if you refuse to be pulled back into the cycle, you'll come out stronger, calmer, sharper than you've ever been. That, man, is the transformation. That's what it means to step into your strength. That's what it means to master yourself in a world where everyone is trying to pull you off balance. And once you master that, you'll never see women, relationships, or even yourself the same way again. So remember this. How she treats you when she knows she's lost you isn't a tragedy. It's a revelation. It's the truth unmasked. And the truth, no matter how painful, will always set you free. And if you've made it this far, man, then you're ready for the next step. Because this was about how women treat you when they've lost you. But the real question is, how do you treat yourself when the world tries to take your power away? That's what we'll talk about next.